Good to see you again, mate. See this outfit here? It memorializes a great adventure. I thought it fitting as I'm headed on a new journey with you. I'm ready and willing, just as always. For the Rangers, heat and dehydration were often more of a danger than the crooks we were after. Even so, there's nothing more relaxing than basking in the warmth of the sun. What we are now undertaking is nothing short of extraordinary. Whatever the outcome, it is sure to be the greatest adventure of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brimley. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brimley. Ladies and gentlemen, the name is... Brimley. No, that won't do. Ranger Brimley salutes you. A real ranger attaches equal importance to all honors. Being entrusted with an early shift is just one of them. I've finished my daily patrol, and here's the report. Should take around 7 minutes to read through. Would you care for me to read it to you? I'm in need of a bit of practice anyways, if I'm to be a proper spokesperson. It is customary to don a nightcap before bed, though I suppose you can see why I choose to ignore that particular tradition. Oi, that's your last warning, mate. You're under arrest. Charge! Oh no. I was sleepwalking again, wasn't I? Back when I was first in London, I was under the ever-present threat of mildew. I had to remind Arthur whenever we went out on those all-too-frequent rainy days that I was not, in fact, waterproof. When I left for Australia, no fear of rain out in the outback, though I had no one to remind me about it, either. You might think the lack of hands or appendages would make things harder for me as a ranger. Not so. The key to riding lies in mutual trust and a deep spiritual connection, not in how you hold the reins. I admit having hands would make things easier, though. The wool that makes up my body has a fantastic quality, softness, and flexibility. It's allowed me to reshape myself to fit my new identity. I can't say who the craftsperson was that made me, but I should like to send them my sincere gratitude. A true ranger must be loyal above all to their steed. They are our partner and closest friends, with whom we must entrust our lives, and must trust us with theirs in return. Well, now I know mine appears to be just a stick horse, but it still counts for something. I believe that credibility far outstrips the importance of eloquence or rhetoric in a qualified spokesperson. And in that case, mate, I'd say you're well and truly talented. When I was first awakened in London, I spent a long time considering who I really was and where I belonged. I admit I did some immature things while trying to find a place I fit. But I've changed now. I know that it takes more than just to say I'm a ranger to be a real ranger. Ah, Oliver. I should be glad to hear the name stuck. Both Arthur and Margaret loved that name. The world has become disordered and cruel since the storm, but I take heart knowing one good thing came despite it. Well, it's not as hard as you think to juggle my roles as both a spokesperson and a ranger. I often think up my speech drafts and key points while out on my daily patrol. Sometimes I invite my colleagues over to plan while I groom my stick horse. All in all, I'd say I've managed just fine. Once a slouch hat, now a fedora. You can change the appearance, but not the heart. I'll always be that cheerful ranger committed to justice. And no matter what, I'll still be made from that pure Aussie wool. I'll provide as much support as possible. We have just begun to fight. All set. Yes, ma'am. Sound the trumpets. For the Rangers. Yahoo! Onwards, boy! Charge! Ranger Brimley, bringing up the rear. Here to help, mate. For justice! Ugh, ouch! Shame on you. Just as any true ranger would. A new adventure awaits. Onwards, like a ranger, like a true warrior. Onwards! I've pursued many adventures and changed with each one, but my pursuit for justice has ever remained the same. Just begun to fight. Yes, ma'am. Here to help, mate. Yep. All set. Yahoo! Shame on you. For the Rangers! For justice! Sound the trumpets! A priority escort mission. Yep. For the Rangers! For justice! Charge! Ranger Brimley, bringing up the rear. Sound the trumpets! Yahoo! Just as any true ranger would.